Return of the car guy, Joe Biden. Roll it, G.
Kicking ass for the working class, President Joe Biden!
It's already crazy.
Who's this guy?
It's already crazy.
Can he introduce us every night?
Hello, Detroit. You have chairs. They're going to say you've been standing a hell of a long time. You don't have any chairs there. Please sit down. Probably heard twice already everything I'm going to say. By the way, I drove all three of these vehicles. In other places on the back lawn of the White House, there's still tire marks. Anyway, I want to thank you, Ryan, for that introduction. And I say to your wife, child, no purgatory for you, straight to heaven being married to Ryan. I tell you.
Sorry?
Governor Whitmer, thank you for the invitation today. You're the best. You're the best.
Oh, that's his
favorite
favorite
song. And that short guy next to you on your right, I don't know, man. During the not last, 2 administrations ago, we're sitting one day in the Oval Office, I swear to God, and President Obama turned to me and said, Joe, go fix Detroit.
We're over here.
No problem. And
Joe.
I know every
He's
single
talking to
neighborhood
flags.
of most
Imagine the
homes
guy with
in
the
your
spotlight
state,
trying
in
to
your
catch the
city.
prisoner on the
But
wall.
anyway, thanks.
Trying to keep
You're a
up
good
with
friend.
him.
You've heard from Commander Dingle.
There you go.
I tell you what, I don't screw around. Whatever she says, I do. And by the way, as everyone will tell you, she's over here, Mr. President. No. But guess what? She's always right. Debbie's like my sister, just tells me what to do, and usually she's right. So, anyway, I want to thank everybody for being. Look, and Mike, thanks a lot for passporting the city. And this is not what this is about. We're investing $80 million in your airports. But at any rate, look, as the saying goes in Claymont, the city I moved to in Delaware when I was in third grade,
here we go.
the UAW brung me to the dance because we had such a small population, and we had about 14% of our entire population was auto workers.
You made that up.
Largest Chrysler plant outside of Detroit. Outside of
Sex
we had the largest GM plant.
100% of the time.
So anyway, you all know I'm a car guy. I'm here because the auto show.
What a motorhead.
Vehicles here give me so many reasons to be optimistic about the future, and I really mean it. Just looking at them and driving them, they just give me a sense of optimism. Although I like the speed too. I used to be that to buy an electric car you had to make all sorts of compromises, but not now. I signed into law the Inflation Reduction Act that gives tax credits to new electric vehicles.
And they
fuel
proceeded
cell
to
vehicles,
raise the price
made
by
in
the same
America.
amount.
Charging stations will be up and
did.
easy to find as gas stations are now. We're also going to invest $7 billion to make American car companies and have the batteries and other critical materials they need.
Made
What I
by
tell
the sweat
business, and I'm
labor
not
of kids in the
joking,
Congo.
whether I'm speaking to the Chamber of Commerce or the Business Roundtable or any of the major organizations, why am I so pro-union? They don't give you the credit. The American people don't understand. It's cheaper long-term to hire you because you do it the best, it lasts the longest, and in fact, you do it with everybody. People don't know that.
Got it.
Same with the
Neighborhoods I
Clintons.
come from, they know it, but they don't know
Do it
that.
with everybody.
It's not
Where's
that
it
they're mean
going?
about it, they just don't understand. Think one day you show up and you got to trade, man, you're all set. But you work like the devil to get there. And your work product shows it. I don't know, people, I wish I had time. Well, I don't want to take your time, but there's so much to explain that people would, when they go, whoa, I didn't know it would do that. But you see these two ladies sitting in the front here?
Oh, boy.
Don't get in their way because they want to make sure that gets done. And we got a Secretary of Transportation and a Secretary of Energy and a Secretary who all are with us, and they want to make sure it gets done too. We all know the neighborhood where the Tigers used to play, on the corner at Michigan and Trumbull. Well, I tell you what, this funding is going to help restore Michigan Avenue and the former glory and make improvements in the future as well. My economic agenda has ignited historic manufacturing boom here in America. The most advanced nation in the world can't, and by the way, I won't go into that.
Come on, you can't start a story and
I
stop.
work with longshoremen back in my state and around the country.
Oh, now we're talking about the
We
longshore.
Add that
got
to
all
the
this
shirt.
new modern equipment to deal with the supply chain, to speed up product coming in. Well, we put all these new cranes and equipment in, but I made a deal with I shouldn't say I.
Longshoremen.
I suggested that anybody displaced because they're not in my.
What?
Used to always hear from my friends in the other team. Yeah, they spend a lot of money, and maybe some of it worthwhile, but they're just increasing
Doing
the deficit.
impersonations now?
Guess what?
He's doing shtick.
First year in office, we reduced the deficit.
wow, he's like doing
$350
it three
billion.
That's like 5 characters.
And we'll cut it by another hundreds of billions of dollars more over the next decade because of the Inflation Reduction Act.
That costs $1.8
because
trillion.
Medicare is going to be able to negotiate lower drug prices, meaning taxpayers pay out less money. These investments
doesn't.
are also tools
You're a
to
tool.
fight against climate change.
Oh,
Building cars with zero tailpipe pollution, running on a cleaner grid, making and inventing the technologies that are going to power the future. When President Obama and I took office back in 2009, the auto industry was on its back. We were told, as you remember, and this was one career. By the way, as I said, all
Can't get
kidding
into it.
aside,
What?
my state used to have the highest percentage of auto workers of any state in the nation.
How many?
Good God.